Get ready with me and let me tell you about my family vacation to San Diego so far. I'm trying to color correct some bags I have under my eyes right now. I'll explain that in a minute. And so I'm using kind of all I have right now, which is this creamy blush. Trying to get something as close to like a rose or a peach. You have to just trust the process because it'll all make sense in a minute, but yeah, trust the process. So we hit the road at like 5 a.m. on the dot, and we got about two and a half hours into our trip before we discovered that we could not find my husband's wallet, which was obviously going to be a problem since he is the one that booked everything, and so ID, credit card, all of that in his name. So yeah, that was pretty problematic. So we pull over literally like on the highway, just like scouring the car, looking everywhere, deciding if we turn around, should we go back? Should we go drive 2.5 hours back home and then, you know, head back in this direction? Or if we just say fuck it and he doesn't have his wallet, which would have been a huge risk because at this point in time, we're not sure if he's going to need it to like check into the hotel. The tickets he purchased to the events that we're going to were under his name. So like it was a huge, like, what do we do here? Not to mention it's one of those things too where you're like, if you turn around and go back and then it's not sitting on the counter where you thought and it actually is somewhere in the car, like, could you imagine how annoying and frustrating that would be? So we pull over at a truck stop and one more time give the car a good scour. Thank God we found the wallet. It was tucked under my seat, but like under a bunch of like garbage. So yeah, it's time to clean the car a little better, I think, on my part. So clearly we're just like so happy and so thrilled, like yay, our vacation is back on. Everybody's in good mood, so off we go and we continue the journey. We get to the hotel and it is beautiful. Like I have a whole video I'll make about that so you can see if you decide that this is somewhere you'd like to stay. But I love the hotel. It's right on the water. It's really nice. We're in San Diego. I don't know if I had mentioned that. And so hotel is great. We get up to our room, take an elevator. Something about me you should know is I'm very, very, very motion sick easy. So between the 7-hour car ride and the elevator, like my stomach was like doing cartwheels and stuff, and I was trying so hard to like keep it under wraps because I didn't want this to ruin the trip, but it was like to the point where like I think I'm gonna be sick. We decided to book the Malibu Barbie Cafe experience. It had popped up on my radar before we had got here, and I was just like, you know, we had no plans for yesterday, so we were like, why not go check it out and see, you know, what that's about. So we booked the experience, and basically like you have to pay for your reservation. So reservation is paid, and we have like about an hour to meet up with our Uber driver to head down to downtown San Diego for this experience. The Uber ride, I'm literally like holding back, like being sick. It's just chaos in San Diego. We watched a homeless man pick something up off the ground and eat it, and my stomach was just like at the ultimate max. So I knew once we got in there and we got settled, like a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. So I was feeling a little bit better. My queasy stomach could not handle it anymore. But it was feeling a little better. I ate a light salad. The experience was amazing. I'm so glad. Even though I kind of didn't feel great, I'm glad that I was able to like still enjoy myself and have a good time and have fun with my daughter and our family and just, you know, enjoy the experience. As soon as we got back, the Uber driver drove us back to our hotel. I instantly felt very nauseous again. And we were gonna walk down to the beach and let my daughter play in the sand and just kind of hang out and watch the sunset. But I was once again violently ill. So we went back down to the water and just kind of relax. The beautiful area that we are at, there's like a restaurant, and then below that is like a really nice like sitting area right on the beach. And there's a sidewalk that goes through, so like people on bicycles, skateboards, whatever, just like cruising by. My daughter's sitting right there, playing in the sand, like living her best life. It was great. It was just like the perfect place, the perfect time for me to kind of unwind and allow my stomach to like chill the fuck out. After that, it's about 6:30, so we decided to call it a night, come back to the room. Room serviced myself some french fries because I had to get something in my stomach. The french fries were truffle fry, and they were so freaking good, with a nice aioli. And I watched The Wedding Singer and went to bed. On today's agenda, we are heading to SeaWorld, which I have not been to since I was about 10 years old. So I'm really excited. Basically, like, this trip is just giving me so many vibes of like my childhood, doing the Barbie experience with my daughter, and going back to SeaWorld, and we're gonna do the San Diego Zoo, and it just feels nostalgic. And I don't know, there's just something about this trip that just feels like I'm a child again. So yeah, we are having a blast, and I am really excited for today and for tomorrow. Not looking forward to a 7-hour drive back home though. I think I'll be more prepared this time with some Dramamine or something. And this is the finished look. I think it beats what we were working with right before because my face was so swollen. I have broken capillaries. I don't even know if you could tell from the, nice. But here we are. We're better today. So cheers to SeaWorld.